Did you investigate in any way, shape, or form these allegations? I promise you, millions of Americans are concerned. You know who isn't concerned? Not a single Senate Democrat. We're going to go through this whole hearing. Not one Democrat will ask.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a gripping story that you won't want to miss. Senator Ted Cruz has taken the FBI head-on, challenging them over some serious allegations that could shake the very foundations of our justice system. In a fiery Senate hearing, Senator Ted Cruz confronted FBI Deputy Director Paul Abate about an alleged cover-up that's got everyone talking. Cruz didn't hold back, accusing the FBI of hiding evidence that President Biden and his family might be involved in a $5 million bribery scheme. And what's worse, the FBI director refused to give a straight answer when pressed about the existence of crucial recordings that could either prove or disprove these allegations. Cruz then took the opportunity to address a growing concern that's been on the minds of many Americans: the politicization and weaponization of the FBI. He mentioned whistleblower reports and even concerns from FBI agents and U.S. attorneys themselves about the agency's conduct. It's a dangerous trend, and Cruz warned that this kind of behavior is eroding trust in one of the nation's most critical institutions. He didn't mince words, pointing out how the FBI's actions could have long-term consequences for the rule of law in this country. And frankly, it's something we should all be paying attention to. So, let's dive right into it.
Last month, a whistleblower brought to light the existence in the FBI of a report, an FD 1023, in which the informant alleges that President Biden and his family members engaged in a $5 million bribery scheme during his time as vice president. Deputy Director Abate, is it true that the FBI has a report making those allegations?
I'm not going to comment on that, Senator.
And why is that?
I'm just not going to comment on information we received, investigations.
Do you owe an obligation to the American people to be candid about evidence of corruption by the President of the United States?
This is an area that I'm not going to get into with you, Senator.
Well, I understand you don't want to, and that's why people are mad at the FBI, because you're stonewalling and covering up serious allegations of evidence of corruption from the president. Yesterday, Senator Chuck Grassley stood on the Senate floor and alleged that there are 17 recordings of this informant from Burisma, Ukrainian natural gas company. 15 of them are recordings, voice recordings of him talking to Hunter Biden. 2 of them are voice recordings of him talking to Joe Biden. Deputy Director Abate, does the FBI have 17 voice recordings laying out evidence of a bribery scheme?
Senator, I would add also that we've worked with the House Oversight Committee.
Yeah, this is the Senate. We're the other side of the Capitol. This is the Senate. Do you have those 17 recordings?
I'm not going to comment on any investigative matters, Senator.
See, that's the problem. The FBI, and I've had this conversation with Chris Wray too, this is why you are damaging the institution. The American people have a right to know whether there is serious, credible evidence that the President of the United States took a $5 million bribe. And by the way, if it's false, Chairman Durbin just rolled his eyes. If Chairman Durbin were interested in the rule of law, we would have a hearing on these allegations. But of course, the Democrats don't want a hearing on these allegations. And to be clear, if the allegations are false, you know who could disprove them? Joe Biden. He could call for this to be released publicly. But the FBI is stonewalling. That's the problem. The FBI has right now an unlimited hubris that you believe you are unaccountable. You don't believe you're accountable to the United States Congress, and you don't believe you're accountable to the American people. Did you investigate in any way, shape, or form these allegations?
Senator, once again, I'm not going to comment.
So you're not going to say whether you did your job?
We do our job to the very best of our ability.
Well, not here. You're not answering a single question to the American people. And you may think this is esoteric. I promise you, millions of Americans are concerned. You know who isn't concerned? Not a single Senate Democrat. We're going to go through this whole hearing. Not one Democrat will ask a question about this. You know who else isn't concerned? The corporate media, who is joining with the Democrats in covering up this evidence. If Joe Biden is innocent, The evidence should be made public and demonstrate that he's innocent. But if he is not, is it true this informant who alleged that he personally took a bribe was an informant the FBI had relied upon previously in other investigations? Yes or no?
Senator, in each and every investigation that we have, all the work that we do,
I asked you
the
a yes or no
expectation
question.
is that every logical avenue of investigation be pursued
I asked you a
to
yes
its
or no
fullest.
question. Are you going to answer it?
Yeah, I'm answering your question.
Was the informant one you had relied on previously in other investigations? Yes or no?
Senator, we run down every piece of information, every
You're not
lead,
answering it then. You're refusing to answer
objectively.
it.
So there you have it, folks. Senator Ted Cruz's clash with the FBI is more than just a political showdown, it's a battle for the soul of our justice system. The questions Cruz is asking need answers, and as citizens, we should be paying close attention to how this unfolds. If you found this video thought-provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep this conversation going in the comments below. What do you think about Cruz's accusations? And do you believe the FBI is doing enough to maintain its integrity? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.